The following program contains graphic language, which may be offensive to some viewers.
Welcome, Delinquent Chronicles, episode 30. Big episode for us. Mm-hmm. We've made it quite far. I'm really surprised we've made it this far, to be honest.
It's good, guys.
It is good. You need to talk to your mic. We need to practice mic
control.
Mic control. We're very, very bad at it. We're very sorry. We like to pretend we're like just talking away.
Yeah.
But really, we need to talk clearly into it. So we're going to try our best. Keep reminding us, guys, because when we don't do it, it becomes a problem for all of you guys to hear us.
Yep.
But episode 30, we love you. I'm El.
I'm Neil.
Jose.
And yeah, this is the Delinquent Chronicles. Mm-hmm. And we like to ask the most important questions that we can ask. So last episode, I asked you about whether you think Pinocchio was
gay trafficked.
You boys have had your fun. Now pay for it.
Joe, are you okay?
Yep.
What are you doing?
Monitoring.
Okay. Is there a problem?
You're invested, boy, right now.
You look really invested. You can't see what Joe looks like behind the camera now.
This is like, you look like Tarantino when Leonardo DiCaprio cut his hand in Django. He's just like, I'm invested. As always, your blood keep going.
Yeah, you're really into it. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. All right.
So I wanted to ask the important questions.
Yeah, what is it?
One of my important questions is, do you believe in the afterlife?
Yes.
You do?
I do.
Do you, Joe?
I believe in the extra-dimensional plane that we go to when we die.
Do you believe relatives? Do you think if when you die, you can see you can visit your family and stuff, and your family can see
the ones who have died, or the ones who are still alive?
Well, so if you can't fucking see them if they're dead, dude.
No, but what I mean is, like, when I die, do I believe that I will see dead relatives?
No, that you'll be able to see the living.
Oh,
yeah.
See the ones who probably, yeah.
Yeah, but you'll be able to see them in the fourth dimension, like what's his name? Who's the blue guy in Watchmen?
Oh, Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan, yeah. Okay.
Dick swinging.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because that means that your relatives, your dead relatives, you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I know where you're going with it, but I don't care.
They've seen you just jerking off to like the most fucked up shit. You know? When you accidentally clicked on tranny porn and thought, hey, you know what? This is a pretty cool party. I'm going to stick around. And your grandparents are like, oh, Joe.
No, I don't think they're doing that. I think that what they're doing is that Jesus, I can see my whole timeline just by doing that. Everyone else's timeline just by doing that, or going into. I think things will be far more interesting.
It's weird. That's probably the thing I worry about the afterlife the most, right? Is getting there, and they're able to be like, you lived 8 years and you spent a combined 10 of those just dick in hand going at it. And I'm like, you know.
I this is the way you built me. You built me with urges. If there's no one about to settle those urges, I have to do it myself.
And it's like, yeah, you just like, you think of the rational argument you have. You're like, hey, look, it could have been worse. I could have done way worse things than that. And they were like, look, at least I pleased myself. Hey, I cleaned up after.
I didn't do what that Jeffrey Epstein guy did. So, hey, man.
Just imagine they play like a video for you.
Like a highlight
Can
reel.
you just explain this? And it's just a picture of me with my forehead against the wall. Just fucking jerking it off. Like,
do you know what I'm going to say?
Grunting it out.
Do you know what I'm going to say when that's presented to me? Let's see Jeffrey Epstein's tape.
Yeah, but the problem is they can be like, this isn't the trial of Jeffrey Epstein. It's the trial of Joe.
Yeah, but what did Jeffrey Epstein do? There's nothing.
You're one of them what about motherfuckers. That's your problem. You're like, well, what about them?
What about him?
Exactly.
What about him? What about him? What about him?
you know what, it's
Where's your personal accountability, dude?
Yeah.
You need to take some personal responsibility for all the gooning you did whilst you were alive.
What we need to do now is get focused and stop pointing fingers. You're a problem. You're a real problem.
Sure, I am willing to do that, but I'm not going to be true that while there was a white guy running around saying, "Hey, want to come to this party on this plane on this island?
Come to my
Fuck
island."
that shit. You can charge me. You could do whatever.
But if he's
you
in
need to do to me.
hell
Yeah.
and you're
He
on
probably
trial,
isn't. He
huh?
probably isn't.
How do you know?
Oh no, he definitely. If you believe in heaven and hell, he definitely got the brothers from Ghost snatching at his ankles and drapesing them backwards out of
Into
frame.
the shadow realm. Yeah.
Right.
He got pulled away. Yeah. Yo, do you know what? That movie scared the fuck out of me when that happened. Because the whole time you're kind of like, okay, cool, and then you know, you just feel like, oh, you know, he weird, like that weird lesbian kiss with
Whoopi Goldberg and
Whoopi
Demi
Goldberg
Moore.
and Demi Moore, yeah, and then all of a sudden, like, what's the guy's name who get dragged away?
What, the black dude?
The
or
black dude, yeah. We have a guy that Googles this.
Willie?
but, you know.
Not Willie? Is it
Yeah,
Willie?
it is Willie.
Willie.
Thank you. He goes, "You're dead, Willie."
You're dead, Willie.
Right.
And he's like,
And the shadows just come to life and just
What?
grips him. And
that dude. I watched that film recently. That film's good, man. I forgot how good that film is. It is just that, you know, Patrick Swayze films, they really smack. Let's be honest. Name a bad Patrick Swayze movie. There you go. I rest my case.
It's not a bad Patrick Swayze movie. It's just not one I enjoy. Is Dirty Dancing.
No, that's a good
couldn't
film,
give a
dude.
fuck about
That's a
Dirty
good film.
Dancing, I'm sorry.
Although, okay, so on Dirty Dancing, yeah.
Jennifer
Baby,
Grey?
her. Baby definitely needed to go in the corner, okay? Because she was fucking, her dad, was telling her to stop hanging around with the 40-year-old who who teaches dance, yeah?
You know what?
And she's doing all manner of, like, not listening to her parents. She's a child in that movie. She's a
She's
child.
like 15.
Yeah, she's a kid,
And
yeah?
it's- do you know
And
what is-
she needed to go in the corner,
Yeah. And
all
you
right?
know as well is the realization that so much of that movie is about an abortion.
It is, isn't it?
So much of that movie. I think it's the blonde chick. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Yeah. So someone was. They did a sequel to that movie. I never watched
yeah,
it.
Havana Nights.
Yeah, Havana Nights. Yeah.
It's not like the same characters. It's like totally different people. It's just
Think of
Dirty
it like
Dancing 2
the,
Havana Nights. I think is it what's her name? In it?
Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
Of Dirty Dancing movies.
Is I could be wrong. Is Julia Stiles in it?
Okay, I never actually watched it.
I think I've never watched it, but I've seen the poster,
Coyote
and I
Ugly.
feel Dirty Dancing 2 Havana Nights, and I feel like the lady in it in the poster looks like Julia Stiles.
I never watched it. I had it. I remember my mum bought it from Mr. Lee, the Chinese man at the Chinaman,
Wembley.
the Chinaman
Wembley
at
and
the
Harrow.
market, the Wembley market. She bought it from the Chinaman at Wembley Market, and the Chinaman said it was a good film. I called him Mr. Lee. That might not have been his name.
That's gonna get flagged on you.
What, Chinaman?
Yeah.
He was Chinese and he was a man. It's
Gonna
not.
get I'm just telling you, man.
Fuck YouTube, innit? Fuck him.
You know what? It's
Fuck
funny,
him.
right? We got beyond the point of not putting no return, the ending point, the normal ending point of a podcast is usually. What you say it was 21 episodes?
20
20
21.
episodes, right? Or 21 episodes, right? We've made it to 30 official episodes, right? But
And to get taken down by the word Chinaman. To clarify, I've actually, for people who actually really watch these episodes, if you notice, I've actually put some naked scenes.
Yes.
There's some like boobs
Yeah.
in some episodes where I've just secretly added it in. Sometimes there's like porn in there that I've just put pictures up on. And if you go back and watch some of the episodes, I've secretly just dropped them in. And YouTube's algorithm has not caught it. So I got away with it, dude. So if we
Just
get taken down by the word Chinaman,
It'll be a travesty.
Get the fuck out my face, dude. It's fine. Listen, nobody here is white. So according to like liberal DEI hires, non-colored people can't be racist. So fucking whatever, right? Like, listen, I love Chinese people. I love Chinese food. Do you know when I date?
I love Chinese food.
Huh?
What's that song that woman sung? I love Chinese food. What was it? Something
Ninja.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's when she's
Dude,
looking
I found
at
even a more racist
woman.
version of that song.
Nah, not when
Yeah,
she's
dude,
when
there's
she's
a song
looking at the
called-
woman. When
Yeah,
she's looking
she's
at the
looking
woman in
at
her
the Chinese-
face.
Yeah, I've seen it. She's like, I want to be ninja. That one. Yeah. She's like selling beds or some shit.
Oh god.
And that's what she does, and then they fucking zoom into the Chinese lady. Yeah,
And her
that's
whole
funny.
face is just like
And she's just like
trying to
there
rock
watching,
with it.
smiling.
And she's just like,
The story behind that is that Chinese lady doesn't actually speak English, so she had no idea what was happening. She's like, some white lady is just singing
at me,
But
singing
they
in my
used to that
face.
because they love karaoke and shit. So that's not racist. I'm just saying. I don't need a look on your face. I'm just saying that's not racist. Asians
looking at
love
it.
karaoke. You know, it's like when you're telling a story and you're like, yeah, my friend Joe, he's black. You know, like, why did you say he was black?
Because he's black.
Yeah, because he's black.
Because he's black.
It wasn't important to the story, but why not mention
Well,
it?
sometimes
You know?
you need context.
Yeah,
Sometimes you need context.
yeah. Because when you explain, like, so the police were beating him. If you start the sentence off with "my black friend Joe," they immediately know, like, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, because if he was your black friend Joseph and he's white, they'd be like, why were the police beating on him for? You know, there's all these
Like, there's
questions that follow up.
yeah.
You know? But when he's black, you kind of get it. You know, you're like, oh, of course, because he's black. Yeah. And
I'll tell you this. When a European father doesn't like you, the way they go about it is very interesting.
How so?
By
give some context to the audience, please.
so I'm in the say we're in this room.
Yeah.
No.
No,
More,
like,
more to the
what
point. Like,
was the
what led
reason?
up to the European father?
Go on.
Like, so Joe is in an intimate relationship with a young
Was.
lady.
was.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
Daddy got
Was
his
in
way.
an intimate young lady with a relationship with a young lady, and and I'm telling we know it already. I'm telling it to them. That and then he met her father. She is of white European descent, correct? Okay, so
The mountains of Caucasus.
you know, yeah. So she's of white European descent, and Joseph met her father, and tell us how that worked out.
It very pleasant to my face, but in the next room there was a lot of French being talked, and I was told I think you should go.
¿Qué? ¿Es negro? ¿Mi hijo es negro? ¡Negro!
Oh, so he was French.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, under those circumstances, you should be alright because you know French people don't like French people. So, like, you being black and not French, you was like top tier. You're top tier hatred, right? Right.
They're afraid of success in France, so don't worry about that.
They're afraid of. Why did you say that? I
They
want to know
just
more.
shit at everything.
Not football.
Huh?
Yeah, but none of the players are French.
Oh, that's so
They
true.
bust
They're all
them,
black!
they bust
Yeah.
them motherfuckers in from somewhere else, and it was literally like they held. It was funny because when the World Cup was on, they held up a team sheet of the whole French team, and it was like you literally, it was like Senegal, Algeria, Ivory Coast, and it was all these people, and it was like, yeah, you bust these motherfuckers in, boy. You got a plane, and you would like just go around all of Africa, bring in all these kids, bring them here to France, and then let's see how well they kick a ball.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great plan. I would have done it.
Because you think like the
Blamed Pele. The Brazilians did that. They were just like, bring the black people over here, and Pele just played with an orange. That's what he did. That's how he became so good with football. He was playing with oranges.
yeah.
Right,
That's what I heard. Is that not a true story? I don't know that much about football.
I don't know
So.
if it was an orange. I think it might have been a tennis ball because that's the thing that happens in like South American countries.
Yeah, but tennis
is-
ball's a bit too expensive for them over there, isn't it?
It's facts! It's facts! It's in our facts. These sites is in our facts. It's in our facts.
I mean,
you did that. You could have just Googled it, right?
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but you didn't. You spoke it into the fucking thing. I'm gonna give you a 5 for that, dude.
Goddamn, man, what the fuck you doing in there, huh? That ain't what you supposed to sing. Now you know better than that. You know you got to sing this motherfucker the way I told you to, right?
Just gonna put one out.
But yeah, it's like it's been a while. Since 5 came out.
Yeah, he's been well behaved, and he's just doing fraudulent shit like this.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Fraudulent? That's not the word.
No, fraudulent.
Did he or not? Did he? Sorry.
There's a lot of facts. He actually first practiced with a crumpled newspaper, later on with orange peels.
Orange peels?
Yeah, wrapped in plastic bags in a round shape as he couldn't afford a ball. Yeah. So
I mean, I ain't being funny, but that technically feels like it's a bit more expensive to take orange peels, then put them in a bag,
Well,
then roll them up.
He was poor, bro. He had to eat the
but
orange,
to
bro.
roll them up to make a ball. I mean,
Hey,
you missed your calling.
Close. I was close.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I was close. Orange peels, you know. Have you ever heard that story about fucking 50 Cent learning about a grapefruit?
Yes.
From Aziz Ansari.
Yeah,
that is funny.
Yeah.
I've always loved that story.
He didn't know the difference, did he?
No. Yeah, so he went to a restaurant and he asked for a grape soda. Sorry, he said, "Can I have a grapefruit soda?" They brought him a grapefruit soda, and then he looked at the waiter and went, "Why isn't this purple?"
Yeah, because he wanted a grape soda, but he said grapefruit, as in obviously we know grapefruit. One word is literally a thing, but grapefruit, I would like an orange fruit drink. Yeah. But he said I would like a grapefruit drink, and the guy was like grapefruit sold.
Yeah. And so he gave him a grapefruit soda, and he's just like looking at the way, goes, "Why is this not purple?" And he's like, "What?" Like,
Grapefruits are not purple.
You wanted a grape soda. He's like, "No, sir, this is grapefruit." He goes, "I know what a fruit is. Why do you keep saying it that way?"
Yeah.
He doesn't understand the grapefruit. Man. He's just like, "No, this is a grapefruit." He goes, "I know what a fruit is. Grapefruit, orange fruit, banana fruit, carrot, vegetable." Like, yeah, okay. And you could just look at the waiter as just like trying to explain it to a man who just did not get it. He did not understand.
Oh, that must have been painful.
Yeah, fucking great, man.
It's funny though, because 50 is one of the most hilarious celebrities there is, because I watched him on Andrew Schultz.
Oh yeah.
I've never actually seen that episode yet.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's funny because they get to the point where they're talking about Diddy. Right, and he's like, he says to me, he's talking right, and he's like, "Oh, right." They were talking about it. It was like, "Oh, you never got caught up in any of that shit or anything." That's right. And he's like, "Listen," he was like, "I took a pill to help me perform so that she can remember me, right? I did it to take so I can have a better performance, right? I didn't give her something so that she forget what the fuck happened." Right?
Facts, bro. That's facts.
And I'm like, yeah, I hear that. I hear that. You do things. Like, listen, right? There's been a couple of times in my lifetime where I've been like, I know I'm gonna get signed, and I might just slide to a corner shop, pick up a little Lucozade, and just make sure I'm just, the battery is beyond 50%. But like, them guys will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you something so that you fall asleep and don't remember me, and then have my way with you." And I was like, basically, so you're doing it so that you can be shit in bed and not worry about it.
Also. Cutting a rape, Yeah. Like, fucking.
Hey, man.
I don't think. Have you ever taken a Viagra pill or anything like that before? I've never taken one, but I feel like.
I wonder about taking one.
Yeah.
I do wonder.
Like, I do. I'm like, if I take one, what happens?
It's going to be like a sensu beat to it.
Like, yeah, what will happen to me? Because I'll be like a fucking Super Saiyan.
Well, I tell you, this is. I don't know if this is an industry secret to porn stars, but from the word of Kimmy Granger, she says that the guys will, because some shoots take a whole day.
Yeah.
And so what they'll do the cum shot.
Yeah.
First, and then they'll do the rest. Oh,
later. So they film the nut.
Yeah.
And then go back and then
Yeah,
film it.
and then film the
You
actual.
know, it's funny because you never think of porn and you think, yeah, we're gonna film this out of sequence.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, you know, we're gonna film this out of sequence, right?
Because we're not watching the behind the scenes stuff, you know?
But it's
Because we don't get that production value. Remember back in the day, you bought the fucking DVDs or on the
Yeah,
market,
you
it
get
came
them,
with
like-
special features.
Yeah.
You could watch interviews and shit like you cared, you know? Like you were done beating off, you were like, just to make myself feel less like an animal. Let me just watch the
let me say
interviews here.
what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah. Let's watch the interviews here. But, you know, fucking...
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's funny. I remember watching a thing about porn. Like it was an interview with an aging porn star, and she was like, "Oh, you know what? Like now's the right time to get out of
Asian
the
like
industry."
how? Asian like oh woo or Asian
No,
like fucking...
aging.
Oh,
Aging,
like
older,
just an old
right?
bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
And
go,
she
go.
was like, "Oh, now's the right time." It was like getting into like the mid 2000s, and she was like, "Now's the right time for me to get out of the industry." And she was like, "Oh, because I don't really like this new wave." And I was just
Oh,
like,
right.
What's she talking about? And then she was like, "Oh, because you know, like when I do it, there's a storyline, and you know, like before we film, I'll be like on the guy's lap and like you know flirting and really like gearing herself up for what she's gonna do."
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, "Yeah, now they just walk in and they're just like, dick hard, yeah, let's do it, done. All right, I'm off." And I was just like, nah, I like sex. So the idea of being like, just walk in, sling dick, and then leave,
Why don't you shake your ass home?
like,
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta enjoy myself and take my time, you know?
Do you remember? You know what? I don't know why this is so weird, but exclusively in the 2000s in black pornos, my mans were black porn, specifically black porn.
Okay.
My mans were wearing Timbs, bro.
Yeah, I know who
Timberlands.
you're talking about. You're
Timbs,
talking about
bro.
a dude.
Timberlands, and they
I-
were fucking in Timberlands.
I
and you're
remember
like,
there was three of them.
yeah,
Three
there
of
was
them.
three of them.
There was
There's one that's still that. That's
Nat
still active.
Turner,
Yeah, yeah,
Prince
Yeah,
Yashir.
then
yeah.
names,
He's
I
still
know
active.
names,
They're
right?
both still active.
Yeah, he's still running, right?
Raw.
Them three, and there was another one. What the fuck is his name? I think it was something stupid like Rico Strong. Something
Yes,
like that.
Rico Strong.
Right? And they were just piping these women, and they were wearing Timbs, and you know, like they were banging the shit out of these women, right? And it's just like it's like they've been drilled into the floor. They move it, right? And it make you think. You watch other porn and you'll see like, you know, like the porn star's doing that, and you're like, you feel the foot sliding back ever so suddenly. You're like, you ain't got the traction. Yeah, them Timberland boots will help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also it's a great way to get plantar fasciitis. You know, you want some good arch support. You don't get them inside Tim's.
Yeah.
You know? Funnily enough, for shoes that were made for hiking, they are terrible to wear outside unless you have good arch support inside them. That's just me being an old man right now. But I'm just saying.
He was like, I wonder how many people put inner soles in them.
Yeah, just put some insoles in there.
But
I
then
don't know.
again, you might be onto something, because that dude Prince Yashir, he's always wearing fucking knee pads when he was banging to women.
Listen, when you gotta come in with hockey gear, the fuck, bro.
Nah, like wrestling knee pads.
Yeah,
like
I don't know. Imagine him coming in with like the knee brace, you know, like Stone Cold, just fucking walking in with a knee brace.
right? We were like
Yeah,
mud
remember
hole
those days?
stomping.
Jesus Christ! I do wonder, like, with the porn, like, what happened to all those like 2000s porn stars? Like, how are they doing? Anyone checking up on them?
Half of them are dead.
Huh?
Yeah,
Half of them are
a
dead.
lot of
Some of them are dead. Yeah. Did you see about that chick who fuck it? You know, I posted this on that website, on that page that we like to frequent on Facebook.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the name of it.
No.
but you know it, yeah.
I know which one you're talking
And two men, one corpse. Because some chick died having sex with two guys recently. I
No
can't remember.
way.
You can Google it. I found out who it was, but some porn star died just a few days ago, and she was getting fucked by two dudes, and she died mid-session. Apparently, I don't know the full story, but I was just like, fuck. Like, imagine.
Because I'll be like,
just,
imagine
two
just being
dudes
like,
pipe it, and I'm sure this was somewhere in like Miami, so it was probably black guys. No offense, I'm just saying, right? It's probably black guys. But she was tiny, so imagine just two fucking huge dicks just railing this small little girl. But she is small, from what I remember. this small chick, and she's just getting railed by two massive dick, and she just dies, just dead. Just like, and two dick, and like, at what point do they figure out that she's dead?
But that's the thing, because if she's really small, you're probably ragdolling her.
Yeah,
and it's just
they
like
wouldn't know, right? They're just throwing her around, and she's just keep fucking her, and they're like, oh, this chick's really into it.
She's like, she lands on the
All
bed.
I'm seeing on the Google is women being strangled to death during sex, and the last one that happened was 24th of March.
So last month.
Yeah, Alquin Thomas.
What does she look like?
There's no picture of her.
Oof, crazy though, crazy.
She was 45.
I was gonna look for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
look for it?
no, don't worry about it. It's fine. It could be fake news. Who gives a shit? I said it anyway.
I mean,
there's on the internet. It's real.
There's a lot of people who died in the past few weeks. With,
Yeah. Fucking Val Kilmer died the other day.
Yeah. That's fucking hell.
He definitely didn't go sex wise.
He didn't what?
Yeah, so he definitely didn't go sex wise.
No, poor dude. I met him once. Nice guy. Yeah. Random that I say that. I can be like, oh, I met Val Kilmer once. Nice dude. Very pleasant guy. I didn't get him to sign anything or anything. I should have, really.
But you just got to meet him.
Yeah, I just got to meet him. Yeah, nice guy. Nice guy. That's fucking rest in peace, Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
You know? Off you go, Iceman. But that's a shame. But yeah, no. So porn stars getting railed to death, apparently. And then some other chick fell off a roof the other day. Right? Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Yeah, she was fucking some guys on a balcony.
Yeah, that was the one that came up.
And she fell off a roof and died.
Fucking hell.
Imagine, dude. Like, listen, you gotta watch where you fuck, innit? Go watch where you're fucking.
That's like, it's like, oh, this woman. You can imagine it. See something like that. You were like, oh, she was on a balcony. She was having sex. She fell off the balcony. She died. Oh, okay, that's horrible, terrible. But it's like,
hilarious.
You got to think about your surroundings. Be careful of your surroundings. Like, as a younger man, I'd have been like, yeah, I'd have sex in the woods. But
now,
I'm like, depending on the woods.
No.
Because it's like, I'm not going to like a woods where this bear sightings have been reported. Nah, because I'm like, as you told me, they eat you asshole first, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be piping and suddenly.
But also, who the fuck are you, Tarzan? What are you doing, bro? Go find the bed.
Oh, I found the threesome thing. She porn star fell to Porn star fell to her death while filming threesome was not a murder, police say, as they revealed details of her last moments.
Yeah. She was on her knees. She was taking a shot in the face.
What's that phrase? You came and went at the same time.
Yeah, she came and went at the same time. I don't think she came. She didn't come. Girls never come during sex that often. Not in porn anyway. It's very rare.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all fake.
that. Okay, so what?
KG.
Yeah, what KG does as
said
well.
her name multiple times.
Yeah, I know. She so they drink a lot of water, and she'll drink like a whole half a liter, and then they'll get back to it. Then she'll drink more, and then when it's time to
Squirt.
The guy will give her a signal, do it now, and she'll do it. She'll squirt, but it's not. It's more water than anything else. The women that actually do it when they do it for real, it's semi-spontaneous. So, but these are accounts that I've only
that you've heard
talked to her about
from
it.
a professional.
Yeah, this is one account I've heard from a professional. There's someone else called Bella Bells.
I know who Bella Bells is.
Yeah.
You know why me and them. I remember that.
She's the first person I did the job for, and she was telling me a lot of the secrets about it as well. And said half of it's not true.
It's all fake. On porn,
But
it's very rare that you see girls. That's why I kind of like the amateur stuff, because at least it kind of feels real.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm kind of getting like a bit of the realism. Like the only other stuff that I can watch is like snuff. You know,
Bro. I was about to say something else, but bro.
Don't judge me.
No.
Okay?
Oh, I'm
like,
not judging you.
Because I was gonna say, right, like
I push
high
it from
quality,
the back. You can't shame me, sir.
No, but I'm like,
Okay?
high quality porn is like watching. High quality porn is like watching an MCU film.
Yeah.
Because you're just like,
there's
like
the lighting
you're
is
like
perfect.
some of you weren't actually in the room. And it was like, I know dick don't work like that. Right?
Yeah, imagine, I've always hated, I said this to Sass the other day, right? Fuck it, I said his name, whatever. I said this to Sass the other day. Not the other day, it was a while ago. But I was like, yeah, isn't it funny how, men, we're just such pieces of shit. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, we're just such pieces of shit, dude. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm like, you see how, I'm so anal retentive about the quality of the films that I watch. But if you gave me some fuzzy static porn, jerking off to it, it does not matter. My primal brain gives zero shits. My Neanderthal brain is like, just jerk off. We have one mission. I'm like the Hulk. I'm like, Hulk, smash. That's what I give a fuck about. Whereas but then afterwards you think you're a fucking connoisseur. You're like, oh. Because you're like, oh yes, I only watch films in Blu-ray at 1080p minimum, 4K, 8K if possible. But when it comes to porn, you're just like, I'll take whatever.
Yeah.
I'll jack off to channel 29 fuzzy Playboy channel that was blocked out when you were a kid and you were just gooning
was it that Television X?
That's what I mean. Television X.
Oh my god, yeah. I
you were just jerking off to the slightest little static fucking nipple. Yeah,
God.
we're pieces of shit, ladies. If you're watching
you
this,
think
we're
about
pieces
it,
of shit, man.
you think about that, and then you do think about it, the amount of conversations that we've all had, and other people that we know have had, and you'll be like, oh, this film was alright, but the CGI was shit. Oh, how can you in 2024 or 2025 make this film with this shit CGI? And then they will watch they will watch porn from VHS tapes that have been put on a DVD, and you can still see the scan lines and it's jumping, and they would just be there engrossed. Right?
I guess the only difference is because I've never watched a porno movie from beginning to end.
I don't know if anyone actually has.
Yeah, because then what are you doing? Are you just jerking it the whole time slow?
Unless you're the editor of that. That's it.
Yeah, but only the editor and people who were just who were in it is I want to see myself, but apart from that, who was back in the day, who was what? Find those people. Let's try. No, I'm not saying find those people. I'm saying find those guys and call them a doctor or something. Ask them if they're okay, because you gotta be some weird psychopath. The only people I imagine that do that are Buffalo Bill.
Would you fuck me?
Yeah,
I'd fuck
yeah,
you.
Watching that with his dick tucked between his legs with a robe on.
Exactly, right? Because I'm once I'm done jerking off, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm I don't fucking want to see what I was looking at. I don't want to see myself, the reflection. I'm ashamed. I've jerked off sometimes, and after I'm done, I'm like, Jesus, hell, what the fuck were you jerking off to just now? What was going on in your head that you went from Brazilian booties to anal cream pies and prolapse porn? What the fuck? And you had to, something inside your brain was I'm curious.
Prolapse?
You ever seen prolapse porn?
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
No. I saw a chick, essentially, she was getting fucked outside of her body. She had pushed her bum hole out and created what they call a rosebud. And then the guy was fucking her whilst her asshole was prolapsed outside of her. And then he was and there was a group of women, and they were around, they were oh my god, and he was see, I'm fucking her outside of her body right now.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
And I was that's fucking crazy.
Too much for me.
Oh yeah, that
too far for me.
There's some porn that goes, ooh, and you.
You know what?
I feel a bit judged.
No. You know,
yes,
I'm not judging you.
I feel that you two boys. I feel you two are judging me.
No, I'm not judging you.
I just feel that you two boys are judging moi, and I feel that is unacceptable in 2025. I just think,
you know what I'm
need
thinking?
to just accept and you need to accept that some people are different. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
Karen.
you.
Okay,
Thank
Karen.
you. Thank you.
Okay, Karen.
What my thought
What
was.
did you just call you fucking
Karen.
cunt?
Karen.
Karen?
Yeah.
Karen? I made Chinaman jokes earlier. Karen?
Nah,
Where's the money, Karen? The first of the week! We needed that money, Karen!
Nah, my
Oh
thing is
man,
this, right?
Karen, we needed that money. Oh no, Karen, what did you?
Karen! Fuck. Where's the stuff that I left, Karen?
I flushed it down the toilet.
You what?
What was I supposed to do? They were all over the house.
Karen, that was worth $60,000. I need that money. That's all we got.
I love Goodfellas.
Yeah, great.
Nah, I was gonna say.
That's one of my weaknesses. Whenever I'm driving around, I see a helicopter. I always pretend I'm late.
Oh my god, that's
You just drive around, you just pretend like you're him, like on that last day, like, looking around. Like, they're looking for me as if I had done anything fucking dangerous.
yeah.
Nah, I tell
Thank
you,
you,
what,
sir.
No, good. I tell you what goes through my head with the porn stuff is if I see a scene and then it looks like that woman, like if I feel bad for her, then I'm like, maybe that's too far. If I sit down to that dick has ruined your chances of ever having a child, then I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah,
Right.
but also, like, a chick got to look at it. I mean, you can tell in porn when a girl's taking a dick too much because they always put their hand on their neck.
Yeah.
And you're like, and then I've seen guys like slap that shit off.
They're like,
like he's just plowing away. She's like, okay, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I didn't hear no bell. One more round.
And then he
like,
just continues in, and she's like, oh my god.
Yeah,
He's like,
it's
strap
like-
in for the ride, white girl. It's always a white guy.
It's always like you looking at it, it's like, nah, putting a hand back and it's like, nah, listen, you agreed to be in this championship bout.
Yeah.
Right? Don't be trying to call for timeouts now.
Yeah.
You signed the NDA.
Yeah.
It's coming. Yeah. And then they fucking make their wear their knees for earrings.
Oh right, when the
yeah, and I'm always shocked. I'm like, Jesus, man, like that thing's bigger than my forearm. Dude. There's me holding my like average dick. Like,
Oh, there's another thing that they do as well.
Pump the dick to make it look longer.
No. It's to do with the cameras. So when in some professional stuff they use a specific lens. So everything towards the center appears bigger. I can't remember what type of lens it is, but it's almost like a fisheye lens.
for me, it'd be a macro lens, but yeah.
I don't think so.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
And with Gonzo porn, or the stuff that
Yeah, gonzo porn.
it's transformed now into only what OnlyFans, because some guys hold it there, some guys hold it there, some guys hold it there.
Some guys just put a GoPro on.
Yeah. So go do that. But the
lens.
that type of lens makes everything appear slightly bigger, and that's just enough for it to look their penis to look bigger in being inserted than it does when you're looking at it. So
I wish women could have eyes like that.
No, I'm saying, right? I wish I had that lens when I was like 19, 20.
Yeah.
Because I'd have been taking pictures, and I'd have been like, you talking with a guy, and she's like, oh, send me a picture. Let me see what it look like. Sending it off with full knowledge, and I'm like, I ain't that big, but boy, you ain't gonna know the difference.
Yeah. I am massive.
You're not gonna know the difference till it's too late.
Yeah, you take the first one, you go, nah, fuck that, and then you do a little, add an extra few inches. Yeah, that's all me right there.
All me, baby. It's all me.
Yeah, but you always got to do a bit of fluffing, you know? Yeah. Got a bit of hit it a few times. Because literally, you can hit a dick, and sometimes it just gets hard. You're like,
yeah, hit it on the table. Usually works.
On the table?
On the table.
Bro, someone's done that to me.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Banged it on a table.
Yeah.
Did she
Is that
kiss
a
it
sex,
better?
is that a sex injury?
No, it didn't really hurt, to be honest.
I'm sorry, hold on, rewind.
Concrete?
Explain how you got to the place where your dick was getting hit on a table.
So I was with, that would be Julia. So,
man, it's just doxing chicks saying their names, bro. It gives zero fuck. Because I was with Julia Smith. No, she'd be Polish or Kowalski.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say her last name because she actually
Julia Raditz.
She says
Anchor.
She says her name to people as Jew, and I said you can't do that. You can do that, obviously, but I can't. Yeah, I've already said it.
You go like, hey,
but,
Jew.
Yeah, precisely.
And then they were like, people are looking at you funny, and you're like, her right there.
Yeah.
You're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not?
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Don't say that in gold is green, boy.
You ain't making it back.
I mean, you'll make it back. They're not dangerous people, but it's just they're very litigious. Let's put it that way.
So Julia is Brazilian, and she's very good.
Do you know what's really funny?
I miss her.
You know what's really funny is like you know when Hispanic or Brazilian people when they say you, they say Jew. What are you talking about, man?
She didn't have that thick accent.
Did she not? Oh.
No, she's been here for about 7-8 years now, and
the accent should still be there somewhat.
Yeah.
What?
The accent should be there somewhat.
She's quite academic. She wow, I'm really doxing her now. She's a neuroscientist.
Oh, fuck these book learned bitches, man. No. You want ratchet girls, man.
No. When
maybe that's why she banged this nigga over there because she's book smart. And she's
hit him with a book.
Yeah, she's like
she threw the book at him, Judge.
I am the law. The thing is, I was not interested in her when I first met her. So, this is some girl.
He was like book smart bitch.
And then she started talking about things. She started talking about music, the way she dances, and then she started dancing. I like this woman. And
so hold on, she just started dancing in front of you?
Yeah, there was this piece of music that came. The bar that we were at was in Paddington.
Right. Okay, you were in a bar. It wasn't just like a conversation at a coffee shop.
The way you phrased it, I was like in my head. I was like, Joe's at uni. They're in the middle of the common room or the library, and she's just talking. And I really like music, and I really like to dance. And they're like, I dance with no music, and she starts shacking out. She's there looking like the lady in Death Proof.
Yeah.
Just like shaking, and Joe's just sitting there in a chair watching, and he's just like, now I can fuck you.
When I come again, I'm gonna show you that because I filmed it. I'm gonna show you
that video,
how she danced and why it intrigued me so.
You said that she's Brazilian.
Yes.
I know.
Okay.
Right? I know, right? I have not seen this video, but I'm aware.
I'm still gonna show you because it's
How long ago was this?
Just after lockdown.
Okay.
And
so
you got high definition cameras.
yeah.
Wasn't it like 6210 or nothing?
Black and white.
This ain't pixelated.
Man did it on a fucking Game Boy Color camera. You know?
Oh my god, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. But it just captured me. So, oh my god! And then when there was one night she came over to mine.
Mm-hmm.
I have a coffee table, and she just. It didn't hurt.
She was just she was testing the.
I
She weren't testing the dexterity.
Hold on. Hold on. So you have a coffee table at your house.
Mm-hmm. The one that you set. Is
it the one that
is the one I've touched?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it the one in the room with the couch?
Yes. Yeah.
She banged your dick off of that.
Yeah.
So she just picked up your dick and just hit it on the table.
Yeah, well, she was doing something else before that, but yeah, she. Yeah.
Oh, so she was basically like testing
I don't know, but
she was
hurt.
like testing the rigidity of it. She's like, oh, is this gonna stroke me? Ready to roll.
Everything's a nail when you're holding a hammer.
She had the hammer. She was like, and Joe was like, and Joe looked at her and was like,
she was holding Joe's Mjolnir, and she was like, I wonder if I can break this table.
Yeah, she was like, bum bum, and Joe was like, you are worth.
For you know what, you should have done. You should have looked at her. No, you're not for a book learn, bitch. You're pretty dumb.
If I said it that way, it would have made me look pretty dumb. For a book learner, bitch, you're pretty dumb.
Yeah, I mean, no one's asking you to shuck and jive,
after. You say that after you're done.
Yeah. But
once you're finished inside her, because it's always inside her. Once you're finished inside her, yeah, dude, yeah, fucking, listen, pull-out game was great and everything, but leave it in, dude, fucking, and whatever.
Do you know what to... I've talked so much now, I might as well just say the whole thing. She's one of the 3 girls that I've been with in my whole life that I will always remember.
Until you get Alzheimer's, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Nah, that'd be one of the last ones to go.
But that would be the last thing I remember. And
most of the girls that I've fucked, that have been the best fucks, have been fucking fat chicks.
Well, she was curvy.
Yeah, but a fat chick. I fucked so many fat chicks, and they're always like willing to do the fucked up shit that skinny hot chicks won't do.
Yeah, the skinny hot chicks are too
yeah, they're too prissy and proper.
Yeah.
And their mattress they like to be on the mattress, like the mattress, pillow princesses and all this shit. Yeah, nah, dude. But fat chicks they're tons of fun. Always.
Yeah.
Always, you have good fun with big girls, man. Big girls are always more willing to do fucked up shit.
He's not wrong, he really isn't wrong.
Is that what drew you to Pep and Evan?
Yeah, I mean, you could just tell she's into fucked up shit. Yeah, she's not even that good looking, but that's okay because they're like, it's just like, like guys like me who are like so slobberingly grateful for the tiniest stitch of pussy we're thrown that like when we get thrown it, we're just tucking into it. We do our best.
Your best. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Maybe you think that's what happens with the big girls because they're like
the same with the big girls but not nowadays. Now I'm talking before
early 2000s.
No, not even early 2000s. Just like early like 2010s.
Okay.
Because like social media has got these chicks
there was no
like Instagram.
No,
like Instagram wasn't like that the way it is now.
There was no plus size positivity,
Yeah.
It's just like you're
Let me tell you about the plus size positivity. Yeah, let me tell you. You just some lessons from L today. Yeah, let me tell you how much of that is bullshit. Right. Plus size positivity. Right. Let me cook this. Right. The plus size positivity. We had all these fucking like Lizzo and all these fat chicks out here. They're all going out there and they're like, oh, be big, be this. But the moment a pill came about, Ozempic. The moment a fucking pill or an injection came out to make that shit go away, they took that shit so fucking quickly just so they could lose all that weight, which tells you everything you need to know about how fake those fucking people are. Honestly, it tells you everything you need to know how fake they are, that they were like, the only reason they were so positive about it is because they fucking had to be.
Yeah.
They had to be because there was no other option to take accountability. They didn't want to take accountability and they had to be. And now that there's an injection, you can just go, boop, fire and forget. They're all just taking it and they're like, fuck the body positive. Like Adele looks great.
Yeah.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Just saying. Adele looks great. And what happened to Lizzo? Lizzo got fat shamed on South Park.
Yeah, no.
And then she just looks fantastic now. Yeah. Right? She doesn't give a fuck about that. She was only body positive because everyone around her was going, yeah, good job. Fucking you fat bitch. Good job. Everyone, be fat. Yeah. And now they're like, no. Fire and forget. Thank you very much. Fucking fake fucking people, man. All of them. Fake fucking people.
I mean, that's the biggest sign of hypocrisy is when someone is telling you, hey man, that thing that you're doing, you shouldn't do it. You should work. You should be proud of yourself. Oh, there's this thing to fuck that shit. Yeah.
It just shows you how inauthentic all of them are. That immediately, the moment the opportunity came to change it and it was an easy way out, like a fucking click your fingers thing, they all jumped on it. Look at them. Look at fucking Kelly Osbourne, All of them. They all look.
Yeah, Kelly Osbourne looks like a completely different
Yeah,
human being.
yeah. She went through a phase where she was like really fat when she was a kid, and then she kind of lost a lot of it without any of those, maybe just drugs.
And she looked normal.
And she looked good. I was like, actually, fucking
She
Kelly
looked like a
Osbourne
regular
looks-
person.
Yeah.
Sorry?
And then Kelly Osbourne. She looked like a regular person.
Yeah, and now she's taking Ozempic, and she just looks sunken.
She's
and horrible.
She looks like what her because Sharon Osbourne before she got plastic surgery, she looked like a normal person as well. And then as soon as she did the Osbournes, oh wow, okay, she looks like 10 years younger, but she looks odd.
Which I find it very weird that you've got people, because even like majoritively women do it, but you see sometimes you've got men doing it as well, and it's that thing of like when you think to yourself like, okay, you were on TV, and now because you've got millions of eyes looking at you, now you care about your appearance.
There's no correlation to it being anything else other than I need to look good.
Yeah,
I need to look
because
better.
you look at what's the brother's name? Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Like how he was big.
Oh yeah. Jonah Hill, yeah.
And then he's like, and it's weird because it's like you see people who lose weight, who lose too much weight too fast, and it's on one hand you got certain people and you just see skin just hanging.
Yeah, like who's the guy who did Roseanne?
Ethan Suplee.
John Goodman.
Yeah, so John Goodman, he's recently done a show and he looks really skinny in the face, and
but you see
weird.
with that, you can at least be with that and be like, yeah, but he was like probably in his 60s when he started losing weight.
He lost his weight naturally.
Yeah, he lost his weight naturally.
Like Ethan Suplee, he lost all of his weight. You know the big guy from American History X.
Yeah.
The fat
Monster
dude.
of a
I know.
man now.
Yeah, he's muscly now.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You see, like with John Goodman, he lost weight at a time when his skin had already lost its elasticity.
Yeah, that word. Yeah.
Right. So
none of us can. We tried to correct him and we got it wrong.
Yeah.
Because we're fucking unlearned, fucking cultured swine too.
So you got it like a moment like that where that happened to him, and you're like, okay, fair enough. I can see where his skin's hanging. And I'm like, I swear, Jonah Hill's younger than me.
Yeah.
And I'll see your skin just, when you move your neck, and not everything moves at the same time. You're like,
because he was in the last time I saw him like lose that bunch of weight was like he did like 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
He'd lost a lot then, and then he did that film with Lauren London.
Oh yeah.
With the fake kiss.
Yeah. You people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Huh?
That's what it's called, with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He did that film with Lauren London. By the way, Lauren London, still the goat. Jesus, that chick, man. She's so beautiful.
She's a light-skinned girl, right?
Yeah. Ever since I saw her in that film, the T.I. movie, ATL.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I've been in love with that chick. And Nipsey Hussle, that dirty Somali, got to smash. He's a Somali, yeah.
You say that, but you say that forgetting that she got a baby with Lil Wayne.
Oh.
Does she have a little baby with Lil Wayne?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like her, and there was a singer called
She got multiple
Nivea.
baby daddies. How do you know that?
There was like her and Nivea. I think the singer's name is Nivea. Nevea, whatever her name is, right? The one she's in the Mystical song.
Yeah.
Right? The two of them have kids with Lil Wayne.
Huh.
And I was just like, and it was like a list of his baby mothers. And I was just like, how did you, looking like that, get her, considering she is...
money.
Yeah, but we say money, but I'm like, if you are already in that industry, and you are already in a point where you can, to some degree, rub shoulders with these celebrity men, surely you'd be a bit more like, not him. Right?
Yeah, I mean, she. I don't know why she aimed there. She has so much potential to aim way higher. Like, get yourself a nice, white, wholesome guy, you know?
Get yourself a nice.
Scarlett Johansson did.
Huh?
Scarlett Johansson did that.
What?
She got herself a nice white hat.
Yeah, just get yourself a nice, white, wholesome guy.
Colin Hirsch.
Colin Hirsch. Yeah. You know what's funny about him is it's weird because whenever I see her, and I see a film that she's in, and then I always, it just clicks in my head. You're married to
the SNL guy.
To SNL guy, right? And it maybe
who are you talking about?
Oh,
Scarlett Johansson is married to Colin Yost.
Who's Colin? Who's this?
Colin Yost.
So, alright, you know in Saturday Night Live, you know when Michael Shea, you know when the black guy and the white guy are doing like the newsroom thing.
Yeah.
He's the white guy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's her husband. And I was like, I know that some women.
That's she's punching down.
What I'm saying, right?
Yeah, but
remember, she was married to Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Was ScarJo married to her?
Yeah, she was married to Ryan Reynolds.
As if I fucking know.
ScarJo.
But the joke, what gets me is when you think, like, I know that there's a thing where they say, like, there's certain women who doesn't really matter what you look like, as long as you can make them laugh.
Yeah,
they're invested. I think Jennifer Love Hewitt is one of them.
Oh man,
where she like exclusively dated like these like comedic actors, and I was just like looking at them, I'm like, you could have had anyone.
Quite even
this
now,
is the brother that you chose.
Jennifer Love Hewitt's aged really well, and even now, so wow.
Who's the chick that married fuck. Who sung that song? Bloodlines. What's his name?
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke.
Oh,
yeah.
Paula Patton.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry, I don't care.
She's like discount Alicia Keys.
Right.
But
I don't
like
care.
her.
But seeing Paula Patton and then knowing that she was married to Robin Thicke, and then knowing that they're not married together they're not together right now because he cheated.
Fumbled.
I'm like, bruv.
Fumbled.
Really?
My man.
Really?
Fumbled,
I was like, you knew that you were punching way outside your weight class. You were Rey Mysterio versus the Great Khali, and you were like, nah. I think I could do it. I'm sure I can, like women love me because of my my bloodlines and the thing. You there on stage looking like
he blurred some lines in his fucking head.
He's there on stage like dressed like Beetlejuice with Miley Cyrus twerking on him. I'm sorry. Knowing that I'm going home to Paula Patton, when I say Randy Orton punt kicked her off the stage. Right? So you bending over, I'd have been cock back the leg. Eric Cantona, au revoir. Right? But
I can't honestly like Paula Patton. She's so fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I think she's in this next Mission Impossible. Yeah,
she's in.
She's going to be in this
new
one.
Yeah,
this
because
new one
they're
as
bringing
well.
everybody back, innit?
Yeah.
She's also in. First thing I ever saw her in was Mirrors.
Oh yeah. Is that the one with
Mirrors? Yeah.
No.
That's the one with all the mirrors,
one.
right?
The Japanese horror one. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Kiefer Sutherland, her, and then his son in that movie. He died in real life. The actor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Is that Yelchin?
Anton Yelchin.
No. Because she's mixed race. He was a mixed race kid.
Oh, okay.
Whoever that actor is, we'll find him. We'll put him up. He died. Yeah. Rest in peace.
No,
anyway, so look, we're gonna wrap this episode up because it's almost near the end.
We actually went 10 minutes over anyway. No. So at the beginning we.
Yeah, because we were fucking around earlier. Yeah. But listen, this is episode 30. We didn't really have a specific goal in mind.
We covered
just
a lot
want
of
to bring it
topics.
back to the roots and just talk shit like we usually do. But it's like a big milestone for us. So thank you everybody who watches. Richard, if you move your head, Richard, we fixed it. It's straight now. You can stop bitching at me about it, you fucking prick. Sandra, tell him to shut the fuck up. Anyway, so thank you very much for joining us. We love you so much. I really appreciate the entire time that I get to spend with my friends and you guys here. And yeah, I mean, I've been Al.
I've been Neil.
Kimmy Granger, if you watch this, share it with everyone, please. Thank you. This is Jose.
And we're out. Peace. Episode 30. Love you.
Bye.
Did you fall in love with a white woman?
Oh, heavens no. She was a cheap whore. But that didn't matter to me. I would have taken a loan out of my son's life to get up in that white pussy. I'll tell you what I did fall in love with, though. I fell in love with white vagina. And that's on record.